Hello my dear students, welcome to my YouTube channel DB Chetri. This is class 10 ICC Mathematics. We are learning 12th chapter, Reflections. Exercise 12b. And today's session we are going to learn questions number 2. Okay, this is very easy. All the questions are same types only. Once you understood, once you got the basic concept, how to get the coordinate of reflections points, then it's very easy. For that, I am requesting you all, please go through the first session video of this chapter. Now, before going to start these sessions, if you are new to this channel, please subscribe, like, comment, and share with your friend. For new updates, please press the icon. If you want to see others video, please press I button and go through the playlist. Now let me start today's sessions. Same type of questions we did in the last sessions also. We are doing some more questions to give you the basic concept. After going through, we will draw this 2-3 questions because same time questions will come in your board exam. Now let me read the questions. 2 points 3, 0 and -1, 0 are invariant points. Invariant points means that points, okay, one of the coordinate must be 0, okay, one of the variable must be 0, that means either x or y. Then when reflected through the same axis, suppose this point lie on the x-axis, and if the point lies on the x-axis and if it's reflected through the same axis, and that point is called invariant point. If these points lie on the y-axis and reflect through the same axis, okay, reflect through the same axis, then it's called invariant point. Okay, invariant point under the reflection in the line L1. Okay, for that we will draw the graph, okay, x and y graph. Then we will plot this point. If these points lie on the x-axis, then that line L1 is x-axis. Okay. For invariant point, remember for invariant point, the point must be lying on the axis. Okay, either x-axis or y-axis, and it must be reflected through the same axis. Okay. Then point 0, -3 and 0, 1 are invariant point on reflection in line L2. Okay, the point line on the x-axis, then we will say L2 is x-axis. And to represent the x-axis in equations form, we write y equals to 0. We already discussed about this in the first session video of this chapter. Please go through that. Okay, now then we will plot this point on the graph. We will try to find out whether these points lie on the x-axis or y-axis. Only from graph only we can answer these questions very easily and accurately. That's why please draw the rough sketch. Now let me draw the graph. This is origin, and no need to plot the accurate point. Just remember the sign of the coordinate x and y both positive in this first coordinate, and this is x negative, y positive, and both negative here. X as well as y both negative. Here x positive, y negative. Please remember that this sign of coordinate is very important to answer correctly. Okay, answer correctly as well as fast. Now this is horizontal line is called x-axis. Okay, this is x-axis, and left from origin is negative x-axis. That's why it's represented by x dash. Above this origin is this vertical line is y-axis. Then above this origin is positive y, and below this origin is negative y. Okay. Now, what is the first question? Remember the point always write first x and y. Okay, while representing the point, okay, coordinates which is separated by comma, then first x and second y. That means according to these coordinates x is 3, y is 0. That means x3 is 0, it lies on the x-axis. Okay, x3, y 0. Okay, let's imagine, let's consider, I can imagine somewhere here it's x3. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Okay, there is a 3. Then x3, x is 3, x is 3, y is 0. Now second one, I made the mistake. Why? Because there is no negative sign. Okay, there is no negative sign. If there is a positive, then we have to put the right of the origin. Okay, if there is negative sign, then put left of the origin, because there is no negative. That's why how we make mistake I have shown you. Now because x is positive, that's why I plot somewhere here. Okay, you can mark this is 1 and 2, somewhere here 3. That means x is 3, y is 0. Okay, if it is positive, then put the right hand side of the origin. If it is negative, then left hand side. Now next number is negative. -1, that means negative result. Okay, this is -1, -2, -3. Then x is -1, y is 0. That means it lies on the x-axis. This is the required point. Then this is -1, 0. Okay. Now look at here. When the point is invariable, if it is reflects through the same axis, then where this point lies, on which axis this point lies? This point lies on x-axis, and if it is reflect through the same axis, that means through the x-axis, then this point is called invariant point. Invariant point means the coordinate of object and image lie on the same point. How? Just we already discussed this type of conditions. If you put the dot on your mirror, okay, and try to find out the image after putting the dot, you will find the image there. That's why if the x-axis is mirror, and if you are putting dot on the mirror, then image is formed there only. That's why object and image is the same point. Object and image lies on the same point, and coordinate also same. That's why to find the invariant point, the point lies in the x-axis, it must be reflected through the x-axis. If the point line on the y-axis, to find the invariant point, it must be reflected through the y-axis. Then what is the L1? L1 is the x-axis. Okay, L1. What is L1? L1. What is L1? X-axis. I think you got the point. Okay, after getting invariant point, if the point line on the x-axis, and if it reflects from the same axis, then it is called invariant point. Now second question, points 0, -3. Point 0, -3. -3, the second number is y. Okay, so below this origin is the negative, and remember this is -1, -2, then let's see, this is -3. Then there is x is 0, that's why it's lie on the y-axis only, and this coordinate is 0, -3. Okay, then another point 0, 1. When x is 0, y is 1, then positive is there. That means positive y means above 0. Okay, this is 1, 2, 3. That means point line 0. X is 0, y is 1. Then it is reflected as invariant points on reflection in line L2. That means I already said if it is lie on the y-axis, to find invariant point, it must be reflected through the y-axis. That means this is L2. What is L2? L2 is y-axis. We got the points. Okay. Now, question asks to write name or write equations for line L1 and L2. What is L1? L1 is equation is x-axis means x-axis. Okay, x-axis means y equals to 0. Remember, we already discussed this point in the first video of this chapter. Please see that one. X-axis means y equals to 0. Okay, x-axis means y equals to 0. Then L2 L2 means which axis? L2 is y-axis. Y-axis means x is equals to 0, y-axis. Okay. That means question asks to means x-axis. Okay. Equations means y equals to 0, x equals to 0. Now, number 2, write down the images of points P, 3, 4, both positives. Both positive means it lies in the which coordinate? First coordinate. Okay, let's consider somewhere here. No need to plot accurately, just put in the right coordinate. Okay, both positive means it is lying in the first quadrant, second quadrant, third quadrant, fourth quadrant. Now, how much? 3, 4. And Q, x minus 5, y minus 2. Then where is the both minus? Both side is minus in third quadrant. That means it lies somewhere here. This is Q, then minus 5, minus 2. Just plot in the right quadrant. Okay, no need to plot accurately according to graph. Then, if question asks to use the graph paper, in that case we have to plot accurately graphical scale. Okay. Now, reflect in L1. Now, what is L1? According to L1, what is L1? L1 is x-axis. That means this point P and point Q reflect through L1, that is x-axis. Now remember, x-axis reflect through x-axis means x-axis act mirror. Okay, x-axis act as a mirror. That means if suppose P is yourself, okay, imagine P is ourself, then you are standing in front of the mirror, then where is the image is formed? Behind the mirror, at the same distance. That means this is a mirror, okay, this x-axis, L1 is the x-axis is the mirror, then P is there, okay, P is ourself, I am there, then my image is formed behind the mirror. That means on the same line, okay, image of object is always formed on the same line behind the mirror at the same distance from the mirror. Okay, distance of object and image is same from the mirror. Okay, that means when it is reflect through x-axis, this image from below here, it is marked, question asks to mark by P dash and Q dash. That means P dash, and what is the coordinate, sign of coordinate? X is positive, y is negative. That means x is 3, y is minus 4. Okay, that means for this one, P dash is almost 3 minus 4. Then let's Q is there, and when Q reflect through this x-axis, that's x-axis is the mirror. That means Q is below the mirror. Then where the image is formed? Above the mirror or behind the mirror at the same distance on the same straight line. That means somewhere here. That means it is Q dash. And in this case, what is the coordinate, sign of coordinates? X is negative, y is positive. As x is negative, that means minus 5. Y is positive means 2. Remember, numbers is same. It is differ by their sign only. Okay, according to coordinate. That's why the sign of coordinate is very important to write the answer accurately and fast. Okay. Now, question asks to name the images. That means P dash is 3 minus 4 and Q dash is how much? Minus 5 and 2. Now, third question. Write down the image of P and Q on reflection L2. Okay. L2 means y-axis. When this reflected to L2, then it goes to which quadrant? Second quadrant. Then it is question asks to write by P double dash. Then second quadrant. What is the sign of coordinate? X is negative, y is positive. According to sign coordinate, that means it is because questions is reflected through L2. L2 means which one? Y-axis, and remember this y-axis act as a mirror. Then object is there, image is always formed behind the mirror on the same straight line at the same distance from the mirror. Okay, how much is there? Distance between the mirror and object, image distance also same. Okay, on the same straight line. That means numbers remain same. They are differ by the sign of coordinate. And what is the sign? Minus and plus. 4 minus 3 plus 4. Then when this reflected through this y-axis mirror, then it goes to this side because object is there, and when reflected through this mirror, it comes behind the mirror. In this is come behind the mirror, and then this is q double dash. In this case is x is positive, y is negative. X is positive means 5, y is negative means minus 2. Okay, this way we have to find the coordinate of image. Now, then write the coordinate of image. Coordinate of image is p double dash is how much? P double dash is, I am doing anything here, minus 3, 4, and q double dash. Q double dash is how much? Q double dash is there, then 5 minus 2. Then last question is there, state or describe. State or describe a single transcendental sum that maps P dash to P double dash. What is the P and P double dash? P dash is here, okay, P double dash is here, is diagonally opposite. Okay, diagonally opposite. If you draw the line, so these 2 points, it is diagonal opposite. That means when it's reflected through origin. Okay, diagonally opposite means reflected through origin. We already discussed about this in the first video of this chapter. So please go through that videos. Now diagonal opposite, and single transformation between this is origin. Okay, through origin. Okay, single transformation is through origin. Okay, this way you have to answer the questions. To answer the questions correctly, always draw the rough sketch. Okay, graph. Okay, rough graph to get the answer accurately and fast. Now, because here after going through this video, please try to solve all the questions from your textbook because all the questions are same types, and next sessions we will do some more questions from this session, from this exercise, because same type of questions will come in the board exam. Till then, take care, practice regularly, stay at home, stay safe.